Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please. It's my Tuesday night live stream. Yeah, I don't have much planned. I was hoping to talk about some Disney news, but there is none. That's not true either. There's none I care to talk about. Welcome, everybody. I know Zippity Doodad is still doing his show, so hopefully some people will join us when that's done, but I know they're having a fun discussion. In the meantime, I've got another top 15 list to share, and that's it. Let's check the chat. Let me do that. Okay. We start from the top. It looks like we have a new champion. Downscale, you win today. You are the first in the chat. Congratulations. Rachel loves Disney. Welcome to you. Monarch Moments, good to see you as well. Alyssa Stenberg, thank you so much for being here. Sister Sunshine, thank you so much for being here. Youper Wisdom Videos, that's Jason and Bridget. Thank you for being here. Carlos, the Disney World Freak, good to see you as well. Jamie B, good evening. Jeffrey Resendez, hello. Ben from Pepper Tree Villa. Oh, I didn't have it ready. There we go. Welcome, Ben. Thank you for being here. Laura B is also here. The New Philly crew, welcome. MGM Family Travel, good to see you, and thank you for being here. D&G Explorers, I feel I need a sound effect for you guys. We'll work on that. Alex Brunner, thank you so much for being here. And let's get on with the show. First of all, I should have this on my... It should be easier to access. What do we have? I can't tell you how much news I've been watching the last 2 weeks. And I suppose I could mention something about what's going on in the world, but I like using this. YouTube is my respite from that. So with my apologies and your understanding, this will be our little escape from the troubles of the world. So that's where I'm coming from with my show. I haven't had a haircut since March. So if you've seen a difference with my head, that's what's going on. I'm currently rocking a little bit of hat head as well. And what's this exactly? What's this spot? I can't quite make out what's going on. And I've got 2 monitors over here and my camera, of course. So this is more than just looking into a mirror. I'm getting angles I don't normally see. So anyway, yeah, this is my staycation hair. And I don't know when it'll get cut. I suppose I could do it myself. I have the clippers. I have barbershop clippers. What's the company? Braun. But yeah, I kind of like seeing where this is going. I will say the longer it gets, the less manageable it is. And we'll see. I also have a variety of hair products that I don't normally use because it's either too stiff or something, but the longer hair kind of necessitates its use. So, yeah, we'll see. Stevie Lee, welcome to the show. Good to see you. And Arnie and/or Doug is here from Pepper Tree Villa. Thanks, guys. Speaking of Pepper Tree Villa, they're going to be on Mouse Talk at 8 o'clock. That's right after my show. Now, I'll mention that a bit later. But I thought I'd mention it right now. What else? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, got too much stuff going on here. Let's congratulate, where is it? The Disney Nerd Herders. They have reached the hours required to apply for monetization. Congratulations to the Disney Nerd Herders. As it goes, once you reach the required hours, that's 4,000 hours of watch time, you can then apply to have your channel monetized from YouTube. And I suppose it's an approval process. So some people get it the next day. Some people wait 6 months. And I don't know why. Bob and Ashley, welcome to the show. Mara Memphis, welcome. Good to see you as well. Did I feel like I missed somebody as well? Tina is here as well. ATJH Travels. Had to say that slowly so I could say it correctly. Thank you for being here as well. Good luck to the Disney Nerd Herders. Hopefully they'll get approved sooner than later. For not this past Saturday, but the 2 Saturdays before that, I've been doing a show with D&G Explorers. Saturdays at about, I think, 1 o'clock. And it was in order to check off more of all of the Disney movies I have not seen yet. Let me show you the list. Okay, so this is it. This was the original list. I do a top 15 list on this show, and one of them was the top 15 Disney movies I should have seen by now and just haven't. So this was the list. Now, the yellow ones, I don't know if you can even tell that they're yellow, are the ones that I have now seen. So the next show I'm doing with More Sunshine, please. With D&G Explorers, we'll be talking about a Goofy movie and Fox and the Hound. And so we call it More Explorers, Please. And I think we're going to do it not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. I have watched most of both of them. I will say this. I liked one more than I thought I would, and I liked the other one less than I was hoping to. So I'll talk about that. I will be poking great fun at both movies because I like to have fun like that. Firebreed Project, welcome. They're going to be on at 9 o'clock this evening. So anyway, I think June 20th is when we'll talk about a Goofy movie and the Fox and the Hound. All right, so there's that. And if that's River Country, and I don't know why that's on there. Let me just correct that. And I see Disney Nerd Herders are now here. We were just talking about you. Congratulations on reaching your watch hours. And have you heard back from YouTube yet? And if they rejected you, don't tell us. I don't think they're going to reject you. So that's awesome. Noah, good to see you as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. All right. That's just about everything I wanted to mention. Disney Nerd Herders, my Saturday show. Haven't had a haircut since March. All right. Let's move on. We can do the top 15 list now. This week's top 15 list is... let me just say, I live in Florida. I'm a Disney World annual pass holder. You would think that I've done everything there is to do in Walt Disney World. That couldn't be further from the truth. So what I did is I made a list of the top 15 things. Where is it? I can't see. I don't have glasses. Here it is. Made a list. My top 15 things I have not done at Walt Disney World. And yes, I'm referring to myself in the third person. It's called Jim's Top 15. And I originally called it Things I Haven't Done. But then to go from Jim's to I've didn't seem right. So I stuck with the same. Okay, it doesn't matter. So here we go. And I put it kind of in an order from least shocking to head scratching. So let's get into this. Okay, number 15. I have never stepped foot on inside ESPN's Wide World of Sports in that complex. It's been there for how many years now? I've never been there. I've only driven by it a bunch of times. Now, this is where the Atlanta Braves have their spring training games. You might think I'd go see my Detroit Tigers go play a spring training game there. But no, I'm going to stick to Lakeland, and because tickets are much cheaper. Ladies and gentlemen, the boy is here. Hey.
I heard you needed some glasses.
So. Oh, I did. Look at you.
Oh, wait.
It's too late now.
Wait. The other pair. I'm gonna go 4 eyes. This guy.
These are reading glasses, so I now cannot see the screen there. Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, I have 6.
On the day
6 eyes. 6 eyes. Thank you.
Change, you filthy animal.
Thank you. That's right. I might not keep these on my head after you close that door. Okay. No, we're good. That was sweet. That was sweet. Okay. Where was I? Oh, the Orlando guy is here. Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, so never been to ESPN Wide World of Sports for spring training, for whatever else they do. I don't even know what they do there. Is this where the cheerleaders that come to Walt Disney World seemingly half the year, is this where they go? Is this where their competition is? They usually stay at the All-Star resorts, but is this where their competition is? I imagine it is, but I'm not exactly sure. Michael Riley, good to see you. Sherry, awesome. Sunsets Travel, thank you so much for being here. And Blake is also here. Thanks for being here, Blake. I'm going down my top 15 list of things I've never done at Walt Disney World. Lori French, good to see you as well. Number 14 on the list is a weird picture, but there are 2 movies in Epcot's World Showcase that I have never seen. At least I have no memory of seeing them. This is Impressions de France in the France Pavilion and Reflections of China in the China Pavilion. I have no memory of ever seeing these. I almost saw the France one not too long ago, but that doesn't count. I have seen the one in Canada. I saw the one with Martin Short, and then I've seen the new one that they call Canada Far and Wide or something like that. But I've never seen these 2, and I don't know. Let's see. Hang on. Oh, my mom's here. Say hi to your grandma. Hello, Grandma. Good to see you on YouTube. Thanks for being here. Shelly Starwalker is also here. Thank you for being here. Okay, I've never seen these movies. Do I plan on seeing them? Eventually. It's not at the top of my list, but I wouldn't mind seeing them. I had heard that maybe they're going to redo the movie in the China Pavilion, but I'm not exactly sure. Pepper Tree Villa says the new film stars John and Moira Rose, or Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara. That's correct. Mr. Fulton Mraz, welcome to the show. Next on my list of things I've never done in Walt Disney World, and let's see. Okay, there are 3 scavenger hunts, sort of in Walt Disney World. 2 of maybe there's more. I don't even know, but there's. Excuse me, Willie. There's Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. Also in the Magic Kingdom, A Pirate's Adventure, Treasure of the Seven Seas. And then, I think this is no longer there, but Agent P's World Showcase Adventure at Epcot. I haven't done any of these. Nor have we done them with our children. The boys never done them. I will say this, though. I've seen people do these things, while I'm there. While I'm walking by, I would see, a family in front of one of these monitors doing the card game. I think it's a card game. And then I think you put your magic band over a sensor and something happens. I've never seen anybody do this that I know of, the Agent P World Showcase Adventure. I've never seen anybody do that. But I have seen people do this pirate adventure that's in Adventureland in the Magic Kingdom, and that actually looks very cool. You get a map, I think. I don't even know. I've never done it. I think you get a map, and it tells you to go someplace, and then you put your magic band on a sensor, and things are revealed to you. I know in near the queue for the Jungle Cruise, there's a station over there, and something pops out of the water. Not in a scary way. It just is revealed. It emerges from the water, and it's like a old piratey voice saying, next you got to go to," I don't know what happens because I've never done it. But it seems very cool, and that would be the one I would be most likely to try. Yeah, so there's that. But as of yet, I haven't done any of this. Moving on. Next is number 12 on my list of things I've never done at Walt Disney World. Popcorn buckets. I've never purchased a popcorn bucket. I don't collect them, of course. This over the past couple of years has become a big deal, and some popcorn buckets look fantastic and they look awesome. I know Bob and Ashley collect the popcorn buckets, but I haven't. And I'm trying to think of when the last time we got popcorn at the parks. And I mean, it's great, but it's just something we haven't done. I will also say that unlike people that are on their vacation at the parks, when we go, it's usually for just a few hours at a time, usually in the evening. That's how we do it. You know, we avoid the hottest part of the day. And, you know, if we get a snack or something, it tends not to be popcorn. It's usually, if we're at Epcot, it's usually a hot dog or whatever, something from the Germany Pavilion or Sunshine Seasons. But popcorn isn't, and I love popcorn. It's just not one of my go-tos at the parks. Let's see. Oh, Carlos, Disney World freak. I give the popcorn away to anyone, a child walking by. That's cool. You just want the buckets because that's a thing now, and they're awesome. They're awesome looking. The Lion King one was cool. I think there was a Hitchhiking Ghosts collection. I might be wrong about that, but I think that was a thing. I don't know. The Millennium Falcon, that's right. This, I haven't done it. Next, number 11 on my list of things I have not done yet at Walt Disney World. Never done a dessert party. Part of the reason is, you know, it's at night during the fireworks. If I'm there with our daughter, we're not staying for the fireworks. That's just not something that works for us. Also, it's more expensive than we'd like to spend on one of our trips to the park. We're annual pass holders. You know, we live in Florida, so we're there quite often. Maybe one day we'll do a dessert party, but that just hasn't been our thing. It's not exactly health food. I would imagine if you're on vacation, this might be a very appealing option for your trip. But for us, it hasn't been. So not only haven't we done a dessert party, we seldom stay for the fireworks show. So that's just us. Again, being a Florida resident, Mike Wheeler, welcome to the show. And an annual pass holder, you might think we have done everything, but we haven't done everything by a long shot. And this is a list. Let's crack the top 10 now. Number 10 on my list of things I haven't done at Walt Disney World. There are two shows in the parks that I have no memory of ever seeing. And these are pictures, and I want to get their names right. Finding Nemo the musical, that's over at Animal Kingdom. And Beauty and the Beast live on stage, I think that's at Hollywood Studios. Have never seen these shows. Amy from AJC Magic TV, good to see you. And Blaine, good to see you as well. Thanks for being here. I have seen multiple times the Little Mermaid show at Hollywood Studios, but never seen Beauty and the Beast. I have seen the Frozen sing-along, which we thought was really cool, but have never seen Beauty and the Beast. And I think part of it is I haven't heard great things about it. Blake is saying the Nemo show is cool. Someday, perhaps. Just haven't done it yet. Next. Oh, let's see. Pam's fam, good to see you. And Donna Jaworski, thank you so much for stopping by. This is my top 15 list of things I've not yet done at Walt Disney World or have no memory of doing it. Number 9, we have never used a fast pass for a character meet and greet. Part of that is I don't like character meet and greets. My kids have never liked them. We have pictures of our one and only character dining excursion. It was at Liberty Tree Tavern. And it's really cute. Minnie Mouse and I think Chip and Dale come around and they've got their colonial garb on while you're eating your Thanksgiving meal or whatever it was that they served. This was years ago. And we got some pictures of the kids when the characters came around, and they were not thrilled. They were not into it. So we never tried it again. We said, well, that's something we don't have to waste our money on anymore. Captain Akron, good to see you. And Arjons is also here. Thank you for stopping by. The fast passes are much more valuable to us other places. We're going to this happens to be from Epcot. We're much more apt to use a fast pass at Soarin' or Test Track or Frozen Ever After or wherever we can get. There's also the tier, so you can't use them all for that. We also use the disability access for my daughter, but just have never used a fast pass for a character meet and greet. And I mentioned this before, and Surfer Girl, welcome to the show. I've mentioned that before. No, I've mentioned the fact that none of us like character meet and greets, and I can't. If there's a character in a costume, I guess that's one thing. You still have to interact, and I'm not into that. I cannot do it. But if there's a character like Gaston or one of the princesses who are going to interact with you and chat with you, and you've got to pretend that that's actually Belle, or you have to actually pretend that that's Gaston, I can't. I'm not there to work. That's effort for me. I don't want to have to do that. I know that's an unpopular Disney opinion, but the one meet and greet I would be most likely to do is that of BB-8 because I know there's nobody in that costume. James Ryan, I don't know if I said hi to you. I think I did, but if not, hello. And thank you for being here. Kay Atwood, good to see you. And Cynthia is also here. And TM Disney Community Support. I know now that that's Tina. Good to see you. Thank you so much for always supporting my channel. Number 8 on my list of things that I haven't done at Walt Disney World, though you think I might have by this time. There are 2 mini golf courses in Walt Disney World. There is the Winter Summerland that's over by Blizzard Beach. We've actually done that one. But we haven't done this one that I think might be the better of the 2, though I haven't done it, so I can't really tell you that. Fantasia Gardens, miniature golf. Haven't done it. I've seen pictures of it, but haven't done it. Hope to someday. As an annual pass holder, we get a discount, so we'll see. That's over by the boardwalk, I think. Anyway, mini golf is great fun. Just haven't done it yet. Number 7 on my list. we used to do it more than we do it now, but we would often stay for a night or two on property. You know, we live about an hour and a half away, and if we didn't want to drive back that night, we'd stay on property to eliminate the drive back or to get a jump on things the next day. One thing that we've done is we've stayed at every moderate resort. We've stayed at every value resort, but we have never stayed at any of the deluxe resorts. And that's because, of course, they're more expensive than the moderates and the values, of course. So for a one-night stay, it just didn't seem worth it to us. And it's not like we're there on vacation, so we're generally not using the amenities often. We're not there for their great restaurants or anything like that. So we always looked for the best value, or if we hadn't stayed at a place and it was reasonable, that's why we were able to stay at all the moderates. We've stayed at all of the Fort Wilderness. We've done a tent, an RV, and the cabins. Those were all awesome. Just we've never stayed at a deluxe resort. I've been to many of them, like the Polynesian, just haven't stayed there. But I'm all right with that. You know, maybe someday, but whatever. Number 6 on my list of things I've never done at Walt Disney World. What is that picture? Oh, Disney Springs, every Christmas season, has a Christmas tree trail, or they do now anyway. I haven't done it. Never been there. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I thought it was a row of Christmas trees, and they were all decorated. They were all themed. Like one was a Little Mermaid tree. I guess that's what they're looking at right in there. And that appears to be a Mary Poppins tree. So it seems like I would have done this by now. Griswold family vacay, good to see you, and thank you so much for being here. Yeah, haven't done it. But as far as Christmas goes, this is not the most shocking thing on my list. It's this next one. I have actually never sat down to watch the candlelight processional. You would think I would have done this multiple times. And I hear nothing but awesome things about the candlelight processional at Epcot. Have never done it. Have walked by the stage as it was happening. The choir from the school where I teach has performed at the candlelight processional multiple times, but I have never done it. Someday. I mean, I love Walt Disney World at Christmas time, and this is something I've never heard a bad thing about. I always hear it's moving, and it's just sounds great, and yeah. What are you gonna do? Someday. Number 4 on my list of things I haven't done yet or ever at Walt Disney World is we've been lucky enough to eat at many table service restaurants in the parks. We've done it at Magic Kingdom. We've done it at Epcot. We've done it at Hollywood Studios. But we have never, at least I haven't, enjoyed a table service restaurant at Animal Kingdom. I don't even know. Is it raining? I think it started raining. Short-term memory. Squirrel. There's Tiffin's. There's Tusker House. I don't even know what is there. It's always quick service for us. And yeah, it just it's also due to the fact that maybe Animal Kingdom let me start over. Maybe Animal Kingdom's the park we go to least. And that has a bit to do with that. Thank you, Rachel. People talking about the candlelight processional and Neil Patrick Harris. I have heard that about Neil Patrick Harris being the best narrator for that. And he seems to be there every year. They don't do fast passes for that, do they? Or do they? I don't know. Number 3 on my list of things I've never done at Walt Disney World. At night, at the Magic Kingdom anyway, when the park is closing, at the end of the night, the very end of the night, there is something that they call the Kiss Goodnight. And I think they light the castle a certain way. And there's an announcement that comes over the PA system. And they call it the Kiss Goodnight. And I've never stuck around for that. If I'm with my family, we want to beat the rush. So we're out of there before the fireworks. We're out of there before Happily Ever After. If I'm there by myself or visiting with friends at the park, it just so happens I haven't experienced the Kiss Goodnight there. And yeah, maybe someday, but just haven't done it yet. People are saying good things about Tusker House. Awesome. What else? Oh, it is 8:01 already. Okay. Well, I don't want to spend too much time. Oh, I did get a P.O. box. And Rachel's sending me something. Thank you. All right, number 2 on my list of things I haven't done. I think I've ridden every ride in Walt Disney World except Astro Orbiter. I couldn't think of the name of it for a second. I don't love spinning. This always has kind of a longer line than I'm willing to wait in. The only benefit, I think, of Astro Orbiter is you get good views of the Magic Kingdom because you're up high. You have to take an elevator, a stinky elevator, up to Astro Orbiter. Haven't been willing to do that. I don't have anything against elevators, but it's just more of the wait time. The People Mover's right there. That's my favorite ride. This is just like the Dumbo ride, from what I can tell, or the Magic Carpets of Aladdin. And those aren't great. Those seem to be little kid rides. So, little kid ride, it's a spinning ride. There's a long wait time. It's just a recipe for me skipping this. Not interested. I don't care if I ever do it. I don't care if they get rid of it. I don't care if they keep it either. It kind of looks cool. I like the way it looks. When you're from the hub and you look down toward Tomorrowland, I kind of like the way it looks, but that's it. Number 1 on my list, and you may not believe this to be true, but I have never done this in Walt Disney World. I have never had a Mickey Premium ice cream bar, at least that I can remember. It's always Citrus Swirl for me, or my other favorite at the Magic Kingdom anyway is the chocolate covered caramel apples. This, I think, has always just reminded me of, I can get that from the ice cream truck that drives down my own street. Noah makes a point that they have them at the grocery store now, and they quite often have them at my Publix here. But again, I don't know. Bob and Ashley, do you even Disney? I guess I don't. I do my own. I blaze my own trail, Bob. Yeah. And then I was trying to think, have I even had a pretzel? But I think I have. I've had a pretzel. And I do the popcorn. But the Mickey Premium bar, just I'd rather have a Citrus Swirl because I think I can get this elsewhere. I can't get a Citrus Swirl anywhere other than the Magic Kingdom. So that's why. That's my thinking behind that. So anyway, now you know what a great disappointment I am in the Disney community. Yeah, and then Tina says you get a whole box for the price of 1 in the parks. Another reason, just although I don't know if they're outrageously expensive in the parks. These are less than $5 anyway, right? I wouldn't know because I never got one. But the citrus swirl, other people are fans in the chat. Good news. That's great. Thank you for bearing with me during my list. It is after 8 o'clock. I want to thank Dean from the Live Place, your TV guide for family-friendly live streams. What else is going on? Now, please go over to Mouse Talk. Melissa and Walt, and their guest tonight is Pepper Tree Villa. And they're going to talk about Disneyland, or I think Walt and Melissa are very interested in a Californian's perspective on Disneyland. So they've asked Pepper Tree Villa to be a part of their show tonight. So I'm going to go over there right after I end broadcast. That's at 8 o'clock. After that, the Vipre Project, 9 o'clock with their Hangouts. They're an awesome channel. I recommend you check them out. Daniel Fields, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow, Disney Nerd Herders. Again, congratulations on reaching your watch hour milestone and waiting on word for YouTube to monetize you. So hopefully that works out. After that, D&G Explorers are going to have their cruising show tomorrow at 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. Rob Fuzz on Fridays. At 4 o'clock, it's either Pub Talk or Frankie Fridays. Great supporter of the community. Bob and Ashley, who are here, their live stream is Sundays at 7 p.m. For some reason, Sundays I've been busy, but I check the replay. I watch the replay of their show, and they're awesome as well. Pepper Tree Villa, who are on Mouse Talk right now. Their live streams are Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. They're later because they're on the West Coast. And then right before my show is Zippity Doodad, Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and he always sends people my way, so I want to remind people that he's on right before me. So everybody, thank you so much. Head on over to Mouse Talk. I will see you next Tuesday at this time, and I will try to be going on during the afternoons when I can, and I may be going live from location, on location. We're taking a road trip, and it's not toward Orlando, but we're heading south a bit. So we're going to take a road trip, and hopefully I can go live from there. But we'll see. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. See you over at Mouse Talk. Ending broadcast.